and I'm thinking like, okay, I am committed to doing these 2 live videos every day, and I do enjoy doing them very, very much. The problem is that the 6-week year is, hang on, no, the 6-week year, see, that's even shows you the state of my mind. The 12-week year, right, the book, is it's this thick, and the words, I mean, the words aren't tiny, so there's a limited amount of concepts I've got going on here, and I've gotten to the point where I can't just kind of come up with them off the cuff of my head, so I'm kind of trying to plan out what to do. And the fact that I don't have a plan is causing some issues with me. I gosh, this thing's just, I don't like it when it shouldn't it be in Facebook videos, Facebook live videos, like, hey, I'm concentrating on a video, don't like have this crap popping up all over me over here. Like, you know that I'm shooting a video. What's the point of doing this to me? Okay. So, yeah, so, with the 12-week year, we're obviously doing a lot of planning ahead, deciding what we're going to do, when we're going to do it. And I am still working on, I've got the plan in place. I feel like I take a lot more time than most people take doing stuff, and I'm not quite sure why that is. But right now, what I was going to talk about is the idea that, like, the 12-week year is an awesome book, and I'm having a great time kind of presenting it and talking about it and getting us all to sort of get on the same page with it. But it's just showing me, I guess this is it, it's just showing me the difference between when you have a plan and when you don't. So with these videos, like, I kind of was just, like, looking in the book and thinking, okay, this is the sort of thing I want to talk about right now, so this is what I'll talk about. But I've kind of reached the end of that, or at least not the end of it, but I'm going to have to be a bit more specific in the stuff that I'm talking about in the future. And I don't have a content calendar. And that is what the problem is for me right now, because I don't have a plan for what I'm going to talk about. I'm just sitting here like, what am I going to talk about? And so I thought, you know what? I'll talk about how I don't have anything to talk about. What a great idea this is. But I am really seeing the difference between having a plan and not having a plan, because we were talking about action in one of the classes, the webinars, the free weekly webinars on Alchemist Nation. It's about building your business. Um, and yeah, building your business and increasing your profits and all that fun stuff, which, if you like, I'll put a little link to this particular class in the description or comment area. We'll decide in just a moment, you know what, because right now we're doing this, and that's something we will do after. So let's be in the moment, like I was talking about earlier, right? Let's be in the moment. Let's just, like, chill. Let's hang out together. I'm paying attention to you, you're paying attention to me, and that's all that matters. So yeah. So in this class, we were talking about how, like, we had been discussing the 80-20%, 80-20 principle this week, and they were discussing it today in terms of action. Like, you got to do a lot of stuff to figure out. Like, you could just well, not work, but like do all these actions to figure out what works. What is the 20% that works, and what is the 80% that does not, right? And I find when I don't have a plan, I just stop. I'm having a day today where I'm just getting very, not, it's just stressed out, right? Just like one thing, and it's just like, I'm reading this book called The Surrender Experiment. And no, I read that book and it was amazing. And now I'm reading The Untethered Soul, and it's about trying to sit back in the seat of soul, basically your spirit, whatever you want to call it, and be like, recognize that the thoughts and the emotions you're having are not actually you. You're the one who's observing these things that are happening to you, whether it's inside of you or outside. You're the one who's observing it. So it's like, I don't know, it's like the more I try to be like more zen and more chill, like so let's observe that, shall we? I'll just observe like the feelings coming up and being like, you know, like when I'm trying to actually chill myself out. Like it seems like I get more stressed when I try to chill myself out, which is a little strange and something I'm going to have to give a lot of thought to. The point is, I need to make a content calendar, right? After all that, my point is I need to sit down and plan out time. Well, I need to set aside a time tonight to plan a content calendar so I know what I'm talking about and I can just get up in the morning and be like, bim, bam, bloom, bim, bam, bloom. And just be able to have a nice little conversation with you guys and discuss a topic. And oh, hello, Fred. How are you? How are you doing? I enjoyed your class just now. I just was in a class with Fred, and he was really cool. He did a very good job. He was talking about the 3 keys. Oh, thank you, Fred, for saying I'm doing a good job. Yes, we were talking about the 3. What was it? The 3 keys. I did take notes. The 3 keys to success, and his assertion was that there's working hard. Of course, you have to make sure you're working on the things that that are the right things to be working on, you know. And so you start working, you do your work, and then you course correct, and you figure out which are the right things. You can throw money at a problem. Sorry, I keep looking at my the little screen that's down here. That's me, because my eye always goes to me. So I'm trying to keep my eye on you, though. And then the third thing he was talking about is creating strategic partnerships. And it was a very informative seminar, and I thank you very much, Fred. So I'm creating a content calendar. I'm going to have a plan so that tomorrow morning when I go to do this video, I won't wait until the end of the day like I did today, because I'm just putting it off thinking, what the hell am I going to talk about? What the hell am I going to talk about? What the hell am I going to talk about? I'm going to put it in a calendar and plan it. And plan it, right? Like Mars. That's cool. Mars is cool. Okay, anyway. So I'm going to plan it out, and I'm going to be able to just come up tomorrow morning and be like, hey, here's the concept that I thought of, and we're going to discuss this really quickly. So it'll be bright and shiny, and I don't have to stress, and you don't have to listen to me kind of stumble on about stuff because I don't know what I'm going to talk about. It will work out for both of us. That's what I have to say. Thank you very much if you've gotten this far for listening. And I hope that this has been somewhat useful for you, so you see that there is a difference between planning and not planning. You planning, you know what action you're going to take. You don't have to spend all this time in analysis paralysis, as they call it. And because that's one of my issues, is like analysis paralysis lady, right? Like I just sit and I'm like, well, what if I could do this, or I could do this, but maybe it'd be better if I did that. But then this over here is also a good idea. And it's like, you know what? Make a decision, choose one, go with it. And if that's not something I can do on the fly, at least let me plan. You know what I mean? Like, let's just, that's something that I'm learning, is not doing analysis paralysis and doing the whole taking action thing. Like not worrying about it being perfect, just doing it because something that is good and done is better than something that is perfect and unfinished, right? I'll leave you with that thought, and here we go. Goodbye.